We lived through a period where trade grew faster than worldwide GDP. So worldwide trade grew faster and was, in a sense, a leading force in economic growth. I think that was an unusual period, and we won't return to that. So we should expect something more like trade growing at about the same rate as GDP. And I think we should also think of trade as not the primary engine that will drive growth, but as one of the ongoing factors that's a sign of a healthy economy. So this means that domestic activity needs to be the focus in terms of stimulus and sustaining economic activity. Countries need to figure out what are things that we could make or build or do that would be beneficial to us, things that we can make ourselves, build ourselves, do ourselves, that we will actually benefit from having access to. If we go back to the financial crisis, I think the Chinese government did a better job with one part of its fiscal stimulus, which was its investment in infrastructure, like high-speed rail. There is another part of the approach that many countries have used, including China, which is to encourage borrowing to facilitate things like construction. And more borrowing creates its own risks. So, and this is the thing that I think should concern us about further attempts by the central bank to use tools like quantitative easing to provide some stimulus. This leaves us with this overhang of debt, which could risk another financial crisis. We're already seeing these bubble-like movements in some asset prices. So I think the kind of fiscal stimulus towards physical construction, towards infrastructure, this is a very, I think, a very productive way to go. And China's done a better job of this than many other countries. It's important to think of technology as being like a double-edged sword. Technology creates many new possibilities. Some of those are good, they're beneficial to the world, to society. Some of them are bad, and we haven't paid enough attention to the bad effects of technology. The role for the government is very important here, because if the government can prevent the bad technologies from being deployed, then when we get more innovation, what we have access to are all the beneficial ones on the upside, but we just limit the downside ones. So more and more possibilities mean that we do more and more good things.